What's going on, everybody? It's me, Stock Picks by Tim. In today's video, I wanted to talk about Cleanspark. We are right around an important support level. I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about their year-end guidance of 16 exahash. What does that mean in 2023? And we're also going to get into this year-end, what they did. They reached 6 exahash, and the end of this year, they continued to raise that guidance and continued to crush it. But let's get right into Cleanspark. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you like my videos, and let's take a look at Clsk. Now, first off, the chart. What do we see? Well, we're here at $1.80. We did dip down to about $1.75. It is trying to establish this as a support, and while I remain optimistic that we can potentially hold this level, it's definitely not unlikely that we can break this. Bitcoin can easily break its low, which it established in November very recently. If that continues down, it will likely put some downward pressure on Cleanspark. Of course, the overall market, specifically small caps. We are wrapping up the end of the year. Maybe when we get into the new year, the fact that this year is over might cause some effect, being that there will be no more people taking tax losses on it. And one positive thing here that you will see is we are still in this descending wedge here. And typically you do get a nice breakout, a nice little pop out of it. We'll see if we get that. And as I said with Bitcoin, we recently hit 15.5, and this was in November, very recently hit its low. If Bitcoin retests that low, Cleanspark may break its low. So the charts definitely look bearish, but I've got some bullish news, and I've got a bullish outlook for you. So first off, Cleanspark hitting a 6 exahash, which is a 3x increase in just 1 year. And as said by Zach Bradford, their CEO, as we said on our earnings call last week, we expect to hit 6 exahash before year's end. And today, we are pleased to announce that we have. And as a side note, guys, I will leave their earnings call down below for you. Definitely recommend you listen to it. It does go into Lancium and a couple of things I'll talk about here in a second as well. And it'll give you better clarity on what's going on. Now, Zach Bradford continues, this achievement is in part due to some of the machines that we are hosting for Mawson being moved out earlier than anticipated. Of course, that only tells a portion of the story. The real achievement here is the tremendous work done by our operational teams who continue to rack machines even in Georgia's currently frigid temperatures. Now, I did want to hit on this 2023 year-end exahash of 16, and this caused a huge sell-off. They mentioned this in the earnings call, and this, along with the ability to dilute in the future if need be, caused this to sell off dramatically. Now, let's think about this for a second. 16 exahash, they're right now at 6. That would be about 3 times the exahash they are at, which means another year 3xing their exahash. That's a lot of x's and hashes. Let's give a very, very low ball projection, considering they're mining almost 20 Bitcoin per day, pulling in nearly 10 million per month based on Bitcoin's current price. You can expect somewhere at the end of 2023, Cleanspark is mining, I want to say right around 50 Bitcoin per day, and that would almost 3x their monthly revenue, which means close to $30 million per month, meaning almost $90 million per quarter. Let's be really conservative. Let's say they're only making around 50 million per quarter. Well, that puts them back towards record-breaking quarters in terms of revenue. And this is all with Bitcoin's price staying where it's at. Now, of course, if Bitcoin drops in price, these projections will be lower. And of course, the mining difficulty may increase with more competition in the space. But at that point, we aren't in the next halving yet, meaning the reward won't be cut in half just yet here. It will be cut in half in 2024, but the price should dramatically increase to offset that reward cost. But you know, this 16 exahash that caused Wall Street to sell off, and the fact that Cleanspark is making sure that they'll make it through this bear market, to me, long term, it makes it almost seem too easy. I can see why short term no one wants this, and why short term Wall Street is so bearish. Bitcoin is bearish. The charts look bad. The economy is bad. But I do believe by late 2023, when Cleanspark is mining around 16 exahash, remember this is just a projection, Lancium could come in and surprise us. But when they are at that point, and their quarters in terms of revenue are back near record-breaking quarters, even with Bitcoin at its current price, I can assume that Wall Street towards that point will be piling back in. And while Lancium's plans with Cleanspark are delayed, we do have some somewhat recent news with Lancium. They are still making moves. Here at the middle of November, they announced launching a solution to lower power costs for Bitcoin miners. Now, is this going to be a product that Cleanspark might integrate with Lancium? We will see. Time will tell. We might hear something about this soon. But make sure you check out their earnings call. It was right around a month ago from now. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think about Cleanspark, what you think about the short term and the long term. And the same with Bitcoin. What do you think Bitcoin's going to do short term and long term? Thanks as always, guys, and take it easy.